from the church known as Calvary Church, found in the area of Kids Church. I am Arnold and the leader of this show. I have always been the leader of this show. There will never be another leader of this show. This is Survivor, where we survive and thrive in God's kingdom. Please remember, though, that I am the greatest survivor of them all. And no other host or leader is needed. Don't forget, it's important. Gotta go now.
From the church known as Calvary Church, found in the area of Kids Church, these leaders have volunteered to try to survive. This is Survivor, where we survive and thrive in God's kingdom. But before I call out the survivors, was there an imposter that showed up first? Was someone trying to steal my show? I have a solid contract with 83 signatures. So if someone was trying to steal my show, I need to know about it. No one is talking. No one saw anything. Okay, but be on the lookout. I will be getting out my binoculars and looking hard for that person who's trying to steal my show. Now, where was I? Oh yes, our survivors! Our survivors are not ready to come out for this introduction, as I am told they are getting ready for their first competition. This is not any ordinary competition. It is a highly competitive and a tad bit dangerous. So let me go make sure that our survivors have signed all the release forms. Stand up, get ready to worship, and when we come back, our survivors will be ready to go. Let's worship.
Jesus forever. I find all that I am in your
morning, survivors. Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to this segment of the show in which I am the host. Do not be confused with those small Arnold challenges I led last week. This week, I am the official host, the only one, the one and only. Now, leaders, are you ready for your challenge today?
Arnold, what was with all of that? Like, aren't you just leading us in a challenge?
Yeah, and why did you say you were the only one and the one and only, there's like so many?
That's just technical terms and something I am working through. Now on with the challenge.
But you're acting quite odd.
No need to worry. No need to worry about that right now. Instead, how about we get on with this challenge? The time is ticking. I am not acting odd. That's nonsense.
Okay, fine.
Now,
Okay.
how about our challenge rules? Each of you should be armed with a blindfold, a pool noodle, and a paper plate. You got it?
Okay.
Got
it.
Good.
Yeah.
Perfect. The challenge is simple. You will each stand 3 feet apart.
Okay.
3 feet.
Put on a blindfold.
Okay.
In your left hand, you should have the pool noodle.
You gotta get that.
Okay.
And in your right hand,
Which one was which?
the other, come on, the other left hand. In the right hand should be the paper plate that you hold out straight and flat. Got it so far?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds a little dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like a balancing act. Come on.
Okay.
No. You see, here is the rest of the instructions. While blindfolded, you will try to knock off the other person's paper plates. The first person to knock the other person's paper plates off is the winner. Make sense?
What if we actually accidentally get you in the process?
You will not hit me in the process. If you hit me in the process, you'll lose automatically.
We're blindfolded. We can't control it.
You will still lose. Hey, watch that noodle.
This sounds really dangerous.
Don't worry.
How
I
do we
made
put a
sure.
blindfold on when we have our hands?
I made sure all forms were properly signed. All release forms. If you get hurt, I'm not liable.
liable?
Now get those blindfolds on. Come on, get to do it. Okay. Great. Ready?
Scary.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
I don't know if I can play anymore. Wait.
Oh,
Did I do
come
it?
on. No, stop it. Hey, watch out. Hey, don't hit me with that. Come on. Oh. Well, hey, stop that. Stop that. You will lose if you hit me with that. No.
She hit my nose.
Is there...
I think I hit her paper
Did
plate.
you? Did you?
Did I?
Great job.
I think you got mine right
That's
away.
a great job.
I think you cheated.
Even though you almost hit me, you still did a great job. See how much fun that was?
Yeah.
See, I told you it wasn't dangerous.
It was so dangerous. My nose is broken.
Oh, no, it's not. Stop crying like a baby, Passanese.
I can't.
Now, our time is up, and the other host, person, well, anyways, I have to go before we get caught. Now, get out of here. Time to roll. See you later.
Did you hear something? Was there someone here leading a challenge? I am in charge of the challenges today. This is my show. I am going to get to the bottom of this. I need to find a producer. Stay right there, as I have an amazing show still to come for you. And don't forget, I am the host.
Those two host puppets are missing the point. But I'm also getting ahead of myself. I want to start this week by recapping what we have learned in order to survive the past 3 weeks. After today, we're already halfway done with this sermon series. Can you believe that? Let's see, we have looked at how to make a plan, build a lean-to, and start a fire. But I'm going to have a moment of honesty with you. And some of this might be a shock to you, but in all honesty, I don't know much about the woods. Shocker, I know, right? And over the past few weeks, we've started to look at how to survive. But if I were in the woods, I don't really know how to start a fire that well. And although I'm highly allergic to it, I still cannot tell what poison ivy looks like. You would think I could figure that out by now. I know if it were drastic, I would learn all of it. But I also know I would be a lot better off if I had a friend with me. Wouldn't you? Let me ask you this. How many of you have tried to do something on your own only to fall on your face? How many of you try to do things by yourself and end up wishing you had someone to lend a hand or be with you? Surviving in the woods is easier done if you have a friend or a guide or a mentor or somebody to help you. Thriving in God's kingdom is easier done if you have good friends and companions on your journey too. And that's why Arnold has chosen this Survivor Challenge for all of us.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, boys and girls, here we are, another Arnold Challenge. Are you ready for our competition, survivors?
Does it involve chocolate again?
Oh, I think it involves chocolate. I'm so. But yeah, I love that one. Let's do a chocolate one again, like with even more chocolate.
Okay. Psych! No chocolate today! This is not a day for fun and games, but a day for true survivor skills. You must think long and hard how to complete this challenge. Hopefully, you have had your coffee for the day. Are you ready?
I don't drink coffee.
Neither of us really like coffee.
Well,
I don't even like coffee actually.
This might not be your day then. Here's the challenge. You must successfully complete one round of the game telephone each. Understand? Great!
No, I don't.
Since there are no questions, let's begin.
Wait, what?
On your mark, get set, go! Come on,
We
telephone.
have a phrase.
You gotta play it.
But yeah, but I'm supposed to tell it to somebody.
You gotta play this one. Come on, you gotta play this game.
Um,
What are you doing?
okay, but I just don't understand how.
Come on.
No, but okay. So let's think about this for 1 minute because this isn't gonna work.
What are you
There,
doing?
over here, because he said
What?
that we were gonna have to think long and hard.
That's right.
Right?
Come on.
Yeah,
You
so
can
he
do
said
it.
think long and hard. So like Miss Kayla, like come up with some coping techniques. Like he's like, hey, play a game of telephone.
Uh-huh. Come on, you can do this.
But he didn't
Wait.
say how, right?
Do you remember
You guys do.
how Arnold said we needed to think about this? And I I did like this. I thought like this real hard and
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
challenge. So maybe it was how to complete the challenge, but
Right.
we can't do this one alone.
Nope.
I think we actually have to work together, but how do we beat each other?
A team competition. No, it's not. We're not beating each other. Great. This is it. I'll go first. And no, you go first. You go first. I'm so excited.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this.
All right.
You only have a certain amount of time.
Okay,
Come on.
it's okay. It's okay. Whisper. Come on. The chicken ate all the corn. Okay.
Yeah, you got it correct. Oh. Now quick. Okay, your turn before time's up.
But I have to think of the sentence.
Come on.
What do we think about it?
I don't think that's really a thing. But she said chocolate is my favorite food group.
Time's up. Time's up.
It's okay.
That's it.
Okay, time's up. We did it. We did it. Yeah, we did it.
You know, I have to say, I am impressed by your thinking skills. You worked together, and you got the job done. Good job.
Woohoo! We did it. Whew. That challenge was pretty easy. Although I have to say, I liked the chocolate one still more.
Oh yeah.
And there was like the M&M one, and then there was like the s'mores
Always
one.
with the
And
chocolate.
then there was like the eating the s'mores one.
Ay, ay, ay.
But we did put our thinking caps on. So, you know what? I actually really like this challenge. But I really like working together.
Yeah, it's actually more fun when you work together, I think.
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
have more like this, Arnold?
Yeah.
I can't make any promises, but I can guarantee the kids are going to like our Bible story for today. The producer's notes told me so. Time to get over there before they cut this video out of production. Let's go. Come on. Next lesson part. Come on.
Wasn't that fun to watch? It definitely took friends and teamwork to make it through that challenge. And today's Bible story is about two people who found companionship in one another. We are going to read how these two companions came to be together. Today we are reading out of Ruth. First thing, is Ruth in the Old Testament or the New Testament? That's right, it's the Old Testament. Ruth is the 8th book of the Old Testament. As we go through this story, we are going to talk about mother-in-law and daughter-in-laws. Who know what I mean when I say mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws? Right, a mother-in-law is someone that is the mom of the person you marry. A daughter-in-law then is the new wife that your son marries. That will be helpful as we read through chapter 1 of Ruth. We were talking about Naomi, who was the mother-in-law to Ruth. We are going to see how Ruth helped out Naomi. I want you to listen closely so you can see how she helped her.
This is just so exciting. We have another great Bible story. This one just melts my heart.
Melts your heart? Doesn't that hurt?
No, not like actually melts my heart, like makes my heart feel happy.
Oh, a happy heart? This is just getting odd fast. How does the story begin today?
It actually begins in a sad way.
Wait, I thought you had a happy heart. Now you're sad?
It gets better. You see, there was a lady named Naomi, and she had lost her husband and both her sons. She still had her 2 daughter-in-laws, though.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yep, but then she tried to send her 2 daughter-in-laws away.
Why would she do that?
She wanted them to be happy. She told them to get back where they used to live, and may God show them the kindness they showed her. They all hugged and cried because they were such great friends.
When does this story get better?
Soon. The first daughter-in-law left and went back with her family, but the second daughter-in-law, Ruth was her name, would not leave. No matter what Naomi said, she would not leave her alone. She said, where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay.
Okay, this is starting to get a little better.
So Ruth returned with Naomi to Bethlehem. When they got there, Ruth decided to do some work. It was harvest time, so she worked in the fields, following behind the harvesters, and picked up any barley they had dropped.
Oh, and they lived happily ever after?
Close. Actually, the owner of the field was a kind man and beloved in God. Boaz knew the kindness that Ruth had showed Naomi. Ruth worked hard in the field, and Boaz was great to her, and eventually Ruth and Boaz married, and everyone was very happy.
Oh, and they lived happily ever after?
Yeah, isn't it a great way to end our story today?
Oh, that's just a great way to end that story.
Now do you have a happy heart?
Oh, I have a happy heart.
Let's go.
Did you guys see how Ruth helped Naomi out? How did she? Let's go over a few things. So Naomi was older. She was a widow, so it meant that she was left alone. But she was not from that town. So she wanted to go back home, where maybe her family could be there to take care of her and help her. But Ruth was young still. Yeah, she was a widow, but she was young, and she was young enough to be able to remarry again. And she was from that town. So why would she go with Naomi? Well, because Ruth knew something. She knew that Naomi needed her, but she also needed Naomi. And together, they were there to support each other. Ruth helped Naomi, Naomi helped Ruth. Ruth was able to find another husband and get married. Ruth helped Naomi by providing for food and taking care of her, and they became super close. They became family, right? So here's the thing. Have you ever gone through a part of your life where you felt like you really just needed a friend? You needed someone to be there for you, to be by your side? Sure, we all have. And in this story, Naomi needed a friend. Ruth needed a friend. And they formed an alliance with each other and were there to support each other and help each other throughout all of it. And we're so thankful that God has given us those people in our lives so that we can be their friends to them, and we have friends for us as well. So we can be reminded then of Ruth and Naomi.
I thought it might be fun to have today's object lesson by Candlelight. It's not a campfire, but it does give a nice warm glow like a campfire. There's just one problem with this idea. I'm stuck holding the candle. I can't just set it down or else it might set the room on fire. Plus, I have to keep a close eye out for the dripping wax so I don't burn my hand. If it tilts and, not good. All right, so it might be nice if I had something that might hold this candle so I don't have to worry about the wax dripping. But what can I use? My candlestick holder. Okay. You don't need a candlestick holder to enjoy a candle, but look how much easier it is having it. Now, there's no chance of me burning myself. There's no danger of an accidental fire, no dripping wax on the floor either. The candlestick holder supports the candle. It holds it up. It helps the candle to give us a nice light. A friendship like the candle and the candlestick holder can benefit us in the woods as well. A good friend, especially one who is more experienced, can really make a difference helping us thrive in the woods. The same sort of friendship can also be a huge benefit to our Christian walk. Having a friend who believes the way that you do is incredibly helpful. When you are feeling down, when you need prayer, when you need the encouragement, a little love and support from a friend in Jesus can go a long way. You can go it alone. You can follow Jesus without the benefit of friends. Or if you have a friend, if you have a good friend that will help you along the way, wouldn't that be great for that friend's encouragement for you when you are down? They lend a hand when you need it. They are there for you through the good times and the bad. The point of having a friend in Christ is so that they can help point you to Him when you feel like He's so far away.
Ho, ho, ho. As the host puppet, let me tell you, that candle trick was a great reminder. It reminds me that as the host, my duties are far larger than what I expected. It also means I might have to surrender and say, I cannot do this alone. Being in charge of the host segments and in charge of the challenges is quite time-consuming. I haven't had any time for my cucumber facials or my puppet massages. I think I'm going to hand the host duties back over to the actual host puppet. When you see him, can you let him know? Okay, great. Time for my strawberry smoothie.
Wait, so you mean there was someone pretending to be me? But then they realized being me is exhausting and they shared my duties back with me? Huh, interesting. Did they say anything else? Wait, cucumber facials and puppet massages? I like strawberry smoothies too. I think I'm going to go find that puppet and make a friend. Everybody needs a friend to hang out with.
We learned a lot today about being a friend. Being a good friend takes a long time to learn. A good friend is loyal, which means you keep your promises. And sometimes when you don't feel like being a friend, you are anyways. Sometimes though our friends aren't perfect. They make mistakes. But we make mistakes too. You see, God gives us friends when we need them. And we should treat them like a gift from God. Your memory verse is a great reminder for this. It is Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17, and says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Don't try to survive life on your own. Stick close to your friends. Thank God for your friends and pray for them. Apart, we may survive, but together, we will thrive. We hope you enjoyed your lesson today and can't wait to see you next week.